So we've been hearing about the parables this week, if you've caught on to the theme in our Gospels. And one of the things that really sticks out to me with regard to this Gospel today is this reality of an invitation. God has given you an invitation, but do you accept that invitation? Do you accept the invitation to say, Lord, I believe. Lord, I'm 100% in. I want to dive in head first to your love. Or the reality is you may be a little hesitant. You may be a little like, Lord, I don't know about this. And you know what? That's okay too, because maybe that's a little out of your comfort zone to just dive in to the love of God. But then there may be those who still are a little more off than that and are like, I'm still having these tough questions. Don't be afraid to ask those tough questions. You know, the thing about this reading today, one of the core things that stood out to me, other than the theme of invitation, was this reality of this person who went to this banquet and who wasn't dressed in the appropriate attire. He didn't have his wedding garment on. You know, we are a people of the sacraments. The church, Jesus Christ himself, gives us the sacraments as this beautiful gift that is there for us in different stages of our life. At baptism, we are baptized and created as a son and daughter of Jesus Christ through the waters of baptism. We receive Holy Communion once we get to the age of reason. When that baptismal garment which we received at baptism gets stained, what happens? We go to the sacrament of reconciliation. When we become adults, young adults, we're confirmed in Christ. We confirm the faith in which we have professed since childhood, since birth. But yet, when we begin our new life as grown adults, you may be called to the sacrament of marriage. And you wear, what color does a bride wear? White. Yet again, that reminder of that baptismal garment. That garment in which we are called to, at the end of our life when you die, if you come through the church, that white pall is placed upon your coffin. That pall which is a reminder of that baptismal garment that we received as an infant. This gospel this morning, as I was praying with it, I was getting kind of emotional. Because one of the gifts that, as a priest, that I have been given is, on the day of my ordination, I was able to give my mother a cloth that I wiped my hands with from the oils in which the bishop put on my forehead and ordained me as a priest of Jesus Christ. The way that works is you give that to your mother and she's buried with it. And that cloth that I used was actually from my baptism. And so the link between the sacraments and the reality that my mother was one who passed on that beautiful faith to me, but I got to give her something. I got to give God something, and my response to that faith was what? Becoming a priest. And so at the end of my mother's life, I was able to actually bury her with that beautiful cloth, that maniturgium, as it's called. And so it's a reminder for us that when we mess up, because the reality is we're going to mess up, right? I don't know about you. If you haven't messed up, I'm so proud of you, because let me tell you, I screw up all the time. But when we screw up, when we mess up, the church gives us this beautiful sacrament of what? Reconciliation. To go and to get that white garment clean. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of the beautiful sacraments that we have. Use them. They're a gift from Jesus Christ. They're a gift from the church. And so, brothers and sisters, as we come together as a community of believers this morning here at Our Lady of the Gulf, as we prepare to receive Jesus Christ, his body, his blood, his soul, his divinity, we thank him for the great gift of the sacraments which he himself instituted, the sacraments which we receive at different points in our life. Lord, may those sacraments give us the strength by your grace to go forth and do your work, to go forth and to be your disciples, to be a follower of you, to boldly proclaim your news, to live out our faith, to share our story, and to share our faith with others. And we ask all of this in your holy name.